Good day, Mom. I am Celestine Miar Kaliwan from BTVTED FSM 1A. So, in this video, I'm going to recite the 10 principle of competency-based training, and then after I will choose one principle to explain. So, let's begin. Principle 1. The training is based on curriculum developed from the company standard. In this principle, the trainee should be aware that all training activities are done towards the attainment of the assessment criteria set in the competency-based curriculum. Principle 2. Learning is modular in its structure. One competency is generally considered as one module. Since learning is modular in its structure, a trainee should be competent in the module currently being trained before going to other competency. Principle 3. Training delivery is learner-centered and should accommodate individualized and self-paced learning strategies. So, in this principle, trainees are treated as individual learners with different characteristics, learning styles, and training needs. The session should therefore provide for varied activities, employing different methods of training. Considering that trainees are being trained simultaneously on different competencies, activities should always allow trainees to work independently or in small groups with minimum supervision. Principle 4. Training is based on work that must be performed. In this principle, training is always based on actual industry practices. Training should provide for a simulated work environment. Principle 5. Training materials are directly related to the competency standard and curriculum modules. The competency-based training learning materials used during the training should conform to the competency-based curriculum and the competency standards. The trainer should always check his session plans and CBLMs to measure that all assessment criteria are trained. Principle 6. Assessment is based in the collection of evidence of the performance of work to the industry required standard. So in this principle, assessment is done to test whether the trainee is able to perform the job based on the required criteria and the competency standards. Principle 7. Training is based both on and off the job components. Training is done in a simulated work environment or in actual work environment, such as training production, enterprise-based training, supervised industry training, and on-the-job training. Principle 8. Training program allows for recognition of prior learning or the RPL or current competencies. Current competencies acquired through trainings or work experience are recognized before training through a validation process so that the training can provide activities that match the learning level of each trainee. Principle 9. The training allows for multiple entry and exist. Trainees do not need to wait for others to be competent before he can exit either a competency or the qualification. Fast learners may graduate faster than others. And lastly is the principle 10. Training programs are registered with the UTPRAS. All programs should be registered to the Unified TVET Program Registration and Accreditation System, or the UTPRAS registration assures the quality training. And next I will be choosing one principle. So I chose Principle 3. Training delivery is learner-centered and should accommodate individualized and self-paced learning strategies. So in this principle, trainees are treated as individual learners with different characteristics, learning styles, and training needs. The sessions should therefore provide for varied activities, employing different methods of training, considering that trainees are being trained simultaneously on different competencies. Activities should always allow trainees to work independently or in small groups with minimum supervision. So, I chose this principle because we are in this new curriculum, the outcome-based, and it is a learner-centered approach. Through this, every individual has a chance to shine and excel in their own way, and also develop holistically, given a platform to show their best rather than be hidden. So we are unique and special. And from that, we must consider the level of difficulty of every learners and considering also the multiple intelligences. So that's all, ma'am. Again, I am Celestine Miar Kaliwan from BTVTED FSM 1A.